Hello, lovely humans. Thank you for joining me again today. It's another hot and stormy one. Trying to be in the present moment to allow the energy to flow through me. Embodiment truly is important. How we choose to walk through this life. Every day we get to choose what we embody. How we walk forward in this life. Even with mosquitoes. I think it's important that we root ourselves in the present moment. Whatever it is that we're feeling, whatever it is that is on your mind, think about, be mindful of, but also choose to put them someplace. Whenever I have moments where I can't quite decide, I don't know the path forward, I don't know how to choose my next steps, I oftentimes will go to a tool that is helpful. Autonomic writing has become one of those tools for me. Anytime that I'm feeling anxious, nervous, anything that has a level of uncertainty to it, I tend to ask a question of myself. Ask a question of how I want to move forward in the most ideal way. What is it that holds me back? What is it that I'm thinking of if something scares me or there's fear, anxiety, something that keeps me out of the present moment, a distraction? I try to put to words through autonomic writing to create a process for myself to ask important questions, not only for healing, but to understand my subconscious better. After time, you will find that autonomic writing can change for you, where it may not be based on your past, but be more based on your present. What is it that you're facing today? What is it that you want tomorrow to look like? It also may help you with intuitive gifts. This is something that I've discovered through autonomic writing, is it helps me to open up a channel to be able to experience a deeper level of my subconscious, but whatever the flow of energy that is currently present becomes available for me to tap into. Whatever the collective is, whatever source is telling me. I oftentimes have these moments where I can read the experiences of those around me. I will say that in order for these gifts to come online, they must be in a cleared vessel. One that is not bound by pain. One that is clear, free, unburdened. It's difficult because in this life, we have constant chaos and messages and confusion and fear that is given to us through a multitude of different ways. My goal and my objective every day through autonomic writing, I don't write every day, but when I feel called to, I do. I oftentimes pick up on the current. More thunder. I believe that if you are trying to understand yourself better, if you want to be a living embodiment, an instrument of Source, to tap into your intuition, to tap into a higher calling, it requires an unburdening process to purge anything in your body that keeps you from attaining connection to a higher self. I come to these peaceful places because I oftentimes need to be able to quiet the noise, whether it's your home life or the noise of the world. To be able to, I definitely got mosquitoes today, to be able to quiet your mind, to be able to listen intuitively, to be able to hear whatever it is that Source is giving to you. Of course, when I say noise, there's a lot of natural sounds going on around me, but these feel supportive. These sounds, this energy that's here is supportive to keeping me in the present moment. I think presence is something that has to be practiced. It's something that has to be understood how critically fundamental it is to be present, to sit in silence. There's many people that cannot sit in silence. They cannot meditate because their minds and their bodies are too busy. They can't quiet their minds. They can't quiet their bodies and the pain that still exists in the energetic self. Having embodiment often means that we are trying to live from the current moment. And when you are unable to meditate or you are unable to be present, it means that healing must take place. This is something that is difficult because many people will explain to you how best to heal. But truly, I can only give you a perspective, something that has worked for me, that has helped me to tap into intuitive gifts, things that I've had my whole life, but became more strong, more potent, more available as I went through a healing journey 4 years ago. Having written now autonomic writing for 3 years, it has helped me overcome much in my life that I didn't have a place for. But now I have a quiet mind. My body is quiet. I can now be an antenna for the other things that come through. And I have a sense of self that is unshakable. So when I pick up on the collective, when I sense the world around me and what people are feeling, what people are experiencing, it's so very clear what it is, the difference between the collective and myself. Who is coming through? I can sense. It's gaining whole new senses that you didn't know were there. And yes, it is a stormy August. It is a distance off, so I won't be too long out here. Is that we are energetic beings, and our world has taught us to separate ourselves from that energy. It's taught us to compartmentalize things, to separate us from our true selves through various different means. And in order to honor that energetic being that lives inside of each of us, we all have to find our way to that truth, find our way to that place where we are healed and we are also awake inside, alive inside, that our bodies, our spirits, and our minds are all working together. When you have separation with those things, it's very difficult to see your life through the lens as it was always intended. It is beginning to rain. People talk about your soul mission. Each of us, I believe, has a mission, has an objective, has a calling, something that we've agreed to take on, to witness. An energy that is unique to us and our place in this world. I think these are very important things in life that are never addressed. The importance of having a sound mind, of having a quiet body, being able to meditate, being able to have a personal relationship with God. These are things that are often not spoken about. But I think it's one of the most important aspects to life. Being able to understand our nervous system, being able to have a life of meaning and purpose that is soul-driven, heart-led. These are incredibly important things in our world that are given absolutely no emphasis. My hope with sharing with you is to help you on your journey, whatever that looks like, whether it's a new perspective or you're inspired by something. My goal is always that people find time for themselves, because we are so busy, we're made so busy, that finding time for you is so very important. To understand yourself, your goals, your dreams, your ambitions, what calls to your soul is so incredibly important. It's not selfish. It's important that you know yourself, that you walk through this world with clear eyes, a sound mind, a clear heart. The world asks a lot of us, is to understand that this journey, despite its hardships, has a lot of gifts, a lot of things that you can have access to, a lot of beautiful things that can happen when you allow yourself to heal, when you allow yourself to become the greatest version of yourself, the highest version of yourself. So this very well may be a short video today, because the storms have been pretty consistent despite my efforts to film more. So on this day, I'll remind you to take time for yourself, to be in the present moment, to ground, return to center, try to find healthy ways to give yourself peace, whether through walks, hikes, anything that gives you joy. I'll remind you that each of us has our own gifts, that we have the capacity to heal, mind, body, and spirit. Every day is a new chance. Every day we get to choose. So, have a beautiful day, and I'll see you again very, very soon.